Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength, and thought must be developed by the exercise of strength. And so this carnal nature soon became a foe that man must fight, that he might be the strength of Allah made manifest. Let every living thing stand still and hear. Man is the Lord of all the plane of manifest, of protoplast, of mineral, of plant, of beast, but he gave up his birthrights just to gratify his lower self. But man will regain his lost estate, his heritage, but he must do it in a conflict that cannot be told in words. Yea, he must suffer trials and temptations manifold. Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength, and thought must be developed by the exercise of strength. And so this carnal nature soon became a foe that man must fight, that he might be the strength of Allah made manifest. Let every living thing stand still and hear. Man is the Lord of all the plane of manifest, of protoplast, of mineral, of plant, of beast, but he gave up his birthrights just to gratify his lower self. But man will regain his lost estate, his heritage, but he must do it in a conflict that cannot be told in words. Yea, he must suffer trials and temptations manifold. But let him know that cherubim and seraphim that rule the stations of the sun and the spirit of the Almighty Allah, who rule the solar stars, are his protectors and his guide, and they will lead to victory. Man will be fully saved, redeemed, perfected by the things he suffers on the plane of flesh and on the plane of soul. When man has conquered carnal things, his God of flesh will then have served its purpose well, and it will fall, will be no more. Then he will stand untrampled on the plane of soul, where he must full complete his victories. Unnumbered foes will stand before man upon the plane of soul. These he must overcome, yea, overcome them every one. Thus hope will ever be his beacon light, and there is no failure for the human soul, for Allah is leading on and victory is sure. Islam.
Real M-A-N. More. Absolutely. Moorish American, national we. Yes, real M-A-N. More. Absolutely. Moorish American, national we.
Moorish pertaining to Moors, Maghreb Al-Aqsa. This is Morocco, not the one in Africa. Moorish, but not like Jewish or Swedish. Moorish, not denationalized by papal edicts. Moorish, Moroccan indigenous origin. Copper-colored Aquarian man, knowledge foreign in. American, not a continent. These colonists know who the true American is, though. They say them. We know these are pilgrims. Reconstructed history, distorted our beginnings. Have a sinking, we are Negro, colored, and black. So we have no defense when we're under attack. And national, not war or citizen jock. Knows USA is unity, salvation, Allah. Supreme honors to the forerunner and noble mock. For teaching man is mind, nothing about a body.
Real M-A-N.
More.
Absolutely. Moorish American, national we. Yes, real M-A-N.
More.
Absolutely. Moorish American, national shit.
I show y'all what I can do with the scimitar. Y'all get played like the strings on the guitar. Look in the sky, can't you see I'm a big star? I control everything, hands on the handlebars. You play your games with your hands in the cookie jar. I can tell you don't know shit, pull your rookie card. See me with my fans on, that could be my avatar. Why you got a mean face, you niggas ain't rapping hard. You got the nerve to tell me you a slapper raw, but won't say shit to the cops on your boulevard. Looking all hard, but you're soft like a candy bar. Yeah, you got a duck walk, but run from the uniform. Red dot to your knot, got you looking like a unicorn. I ain't even talking about guns, I'm talking dots on the Hindu. I ain't trying to convince you, I know who I am. Moorish American, national.
Real M-A-N.
More.
Absolutely. Moorish American, national we. Yes, real M-A-N.
More.
Absolutely. Moorish American, national shit.
Ruler of the 7 seas, so they say. Nationality disorder like every day. Nigga black and color, no, not me. She's a grand architect, so I'm throwing up cheese. Ooh. In the ark of my mother, possess earthly virtues. I'm free like birds do. Enter to the gate, feeling brand new. A real man, I'm more without a curfew. Absolutely. Dual nobody saved me. Man can't be told, that's what somebody told me. But I get it, it's all about the habit. I'm being myself, and you talk about practice. I rep Philly too, but I'm talking about Congress. My jurisdiction is based off my status. My rank on this planet is always the highest. Absolutely, Moorish American, nationally.
Real M-A-N.
More.
Absolutely. Moorish American, national we. Yes, real M-A-N.
More.
Absolutely. Moorish American, national real. Atlantean, Caribbeans is mountaintops of the L-A-N-D of Mexico. Golf is a G, make a 7, perfection. Absolutely. Music, what you used to is noise pollution. Lyrical pie, boom, bye. Funny guy, no joke, you should try cry. Last if you breathing, you know why. No sky daddy on the clouds of the evening. Sun binary, seriously make you eat up. S not island, no islands. This is an empire, you running wildin'. We're the bisons on baseball caps. Real BS when you made all caps. Real descendants, you know from you made contact. I see you, man. Yeah.
Jurisprudence, a science that treats of positive law. That's my word. On my family's crest, and seal. And my friend, I am quite noble. My inalienable rights, those rights which are allodial with the principles of man. Egalitarianism.
Here I am. LAW, domestic terrorists, always bring trouble to stateless, brainless, non-reader Negroes. Black fists in the air won't save our people. Yelling black power, giving pale man your strength. Black leaders, Rockefellers train talent to 10, running you out while you running your mouth. Only fictions and fables when they summon you out. Euro names with Euro shirts, ties with collars. Your boy calls you dog negative installer. Suppress jurisprudence, they impudent. Giving mind pollutants to black students. Stagnant, not flowing, abuse it. Never active, but I call it a movement. From the BS taught, you need improvement. Gun club shooting cans isn't revolution.
Start with love, then the truth comes the peace, freedom, justice. Start with love, then the truth, here comes peace, freedom, justice. The hippie, the trickster, bang banging boogie, getting handy in your cookie while your man pulling boogie. Went to Sugar Hill, find mountains of poopy. Where you put my shit? You be getting noogie greedy, newbie, you a rookie. Sophomore troopy, stateless as loopy, run around chasing yesterday's 2 P's. Your ass couldn't pull a piece. Gang banned by the police, handle like goody. Torn off like a loose leaf. Rock on, burn on you, find your own bond and fake. Book stuff in the mind, now where's the tip? Can't wake up a dummy, I get it from buddy. Don't hear it from nobody, no looking but no worry. Underneath vertically. Beetle geese the code, the courtesy of the lean bay. Fontaine show us the navigation police state.
Jurisprudence, a science that treats of positive law. That's my word. On my family's crest, and seal. And my friend, I am quite noble. My inalienable rights, those rights which are allodial with the principles of man. Egalitarianism.
Here I am. LAW, domestic terrorists, always bring trouble to stateless, brainless, non-reader Negroes. Black fists in the air won't save our people. Yelling black power, giving pale man your strength. Black leaders, Rockefellers train talent to 10, running you out while you running your mouth. Only fictions and fables when they summon you out. Euro names with Euro shirts, ties with collars. Your boy calls you dog negative installer. Suppress jurisprudence, they impudent. Giving mind pollutants to black students. Stagnant, not flowing, abuse it. Never active, but I call it a movement. From the BS taught, you need improvement. Gun club shooting cans isn't revolution.
Start with love, then the truth comes the peace, freedom, justice. Start with love, then the truth, here comes peace, freedom, justice. The the hippie, the trickster. Bang, bang, and boogie, getting handy in your cookie while your man pulling boogie. Went to Sugar Hill, find mountains of poopy. Where you put my shit? You be getting noogie, greedy, newbie, you a rookie. Sophomore, troopy, stateless as rookie, running around chasing yesterday's stupid. Your ass could have pulled a piece. Gang banned by the police. Handle like cootie. Bang. Torn off like a loose leaf. Rock on, burn on you. Find your own, buying a thing. Book stuff in the mind. Now where's the tick? Can't wake up a dummy. I get it from buddy. Don't hear it from nobody. No looking but no worry. Underneath vertically. Middle East Dakota, courtesy of Aline Bay. Fontaine show us the navigating police state.
Start with love, then the truth comes the peace, freedom, justice. Start with love, then the truth. Here comes peace, freedom, justice.
Measurement is an element to be a sharp. Truthfully, I got to study more myself to be a part of the nationality, which will born divinity is beneficial, politicking with a common entity. Choosing accurately is important, no high degree, since our senses are more than these three. Here are what we see, intuitively we progress and check if when we roll it seems consciously incorrect. Inspect incorrect inside to override. Identify those that pacify from us to amplify. To answer why we pursue, learn, and do what we deem is true. From each step we grew closer to goal, or that goal which doesn't rust. As we move with trust, alien life recognize us. Again, we must be diligent in how we measure. Although it's strong or born for someone told us ever. Watch the clever words used to confuse the past. Now we fuse English and math to surpass the limitation, which I fake it cause hesitation for those basing their truth off miscalculation.
Start with love, then the truth comes the peace, freedom, justice. Start with love, then the truth. Here comes peace, freedom, justice.
That is deep without a deed. Study what you want, not what you need. Don't you pull all the little seed. Kizzy, roots over Cardi B. Major over minor, that is B. Black the color. Ask my mother, a street car never desire. Corporate justify. Pacify Negro with a corporate attire. Upright and fearless in the line of fire. American, Moorish, my blood's required. Ain't everything can't expire. I'm not Canadian, that's a tire. Vote for a Democrat, that's a liar. Let's angle the best, do it back, Moorish, back with on all aspects. Let's not forget Michael, Macro, she's the artist.
Then the truth comes the peace, freedom, justice. Start with love, then the truth. Here comes peace, freedom, justice.
I understand law very well. Jurisprudence, a science that treats up positive law. You better get it right. Check the verbiage.
Title is Glad you is my time to wait. That cousin has a slim soul. The prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything L. Now drops from ya, well I'm from yourself. The who's blank, I'm not. She's out the water, the bank sprung up. But on salvation now, you can't stand up. In the womb there's stars, arms, two legs, arm heads, enough of them, of us. Humanity, Marcus was the harbinger. I need came forth from ya. The great meeting is on. I see the crescent of the Dragon Ball one up. Dive into the 101. Oh man, you run up. L, we align with yourself, how you look. What up? Two grips. What you shaking? You forming the trust. Wait, oh it's your funeral. You arming with libraries, Moorish garden. The title is Glad you is my time to wait. That cousin has a slim soul. The prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything L.
Matriarch rules, spirit lessons, watch patriarch fools telling you man is God when the creator is you. The mud you made man from is really the womb. Feminism got you single and trying to be your groom. The prophet held you in his arms, turban with the plume. Told you be yourself, your face wearing a costume. Waving your fake fingernails and flipping your fake hair. Never on time paying late fees for daycare. Blaming dad, trying to be right, not the fact you're a dyke. Keep your male sunshine like and life dream like 800 no phones, massaging dicks for those from lower self to higher self. It's just a stone's throw. If I'm a star, then God is, you are a universe. I'm your helper, you are the God and the earth. You are the yin, I am the yang. That came from yin, we all came from her. Civilization is feminine. She is nature, intuition, wisdom and compassion. Woman's highest calling, lead man to his soul's passion. A man's highest calling is to protect her. Not when she talks, dismissing intellect as conjecture.
The title is Glad You Is a Long Time to Wait. That cousin has to sleep, so the proper set to take it from the care to I lay. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
I'm a Moor, 10 toes down on my square, yeah. To get here, you might need a couple stairs, yeah. Walk through the darkness to get to the light, yeah. I enforce law all by myself, yeah. With no cameras, no gimmicks, cause this is real life, people. I don't take pictures. You can deal with the facts or love fiction. You identify with black, you know something's missing. Where your flag, where your nation, ain't something missing. Here's mine right in front of me, and it was hitting. We were taken from Africa, that's full listen. Cause we was right in America before Christians. And I'm Moorish American, I'm so gifted. I don't need marijuana to get you lifted. That's what I do for humanity, don't get me twisted. The Inquisition control, you've been calling business. I call it treason, the reason I'm so relentless.
Glad You Is a Long Time to Wait. That cousin has to sleep, so the proper set to take it from the care to I lay. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
Arm, leg, arm, head. Mama, meditate, laying in my bed with my mala. I self-law, a master, Allah. Nearest place to me, there is the heart. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, what we follow. Egg of life transformed, turn into the flower. Tree of life, man's form, learn the Kabbalah. See through the sandstorm, move like impalas. Follow Drew Ali's model, yeah. We them street scholars. We don't pop collars and we don't pop collars. Hand on the throttle every second, minute, hour. Rhythm, vibration, words on the power. Perfumes and sensation, flesh has devoured. Took its final station, now the sweet smell sour. Always practice patience in the heat, never power. Here to free with punch L from the tower, let your hair down.
The title is Glad You Is a Long Time to Wait. That cousin has to sleep, so the proper set to take it from the care to I lay. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
Islam, Moors, peace and love to all the Moors worldwide. Honors, honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. All that was Mordians 2 on the way. El Beyonders Part 2. We got some features on there. Honors to the Moors who gave their little piece. You already know Q&A Wednesdays. See the trolls already in the building. Instead of going and sucking their mom, they're here. So we'll see if they got any questions. But we got some, so let's get started up. We got no time to waste. Got a few today. The first question, can someone explain to me about the nationality card? No other nation has that. So why should we? Just so we can prove to people We aren't something else. So we'll go again to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the reason, the importance of the nationality card. Noble Drew Ali really ended slavery when you think about it. Because Drew Ali told the Moors that we're not the slave brands. We're not the slave brands. We have a nationality. And we were stripped of our nationality. But like the chapter 1 said, man will regain his lost estate. The only way man is going to regain his lost estate is to have a nationality. Now, because of all these years of colonization, the assumption of our identity is what we suffer from as a people. The assumption of our identity is what we suffer from. So people would see us, dark-skinned people, and they would automatically assume that we're African. They would automatically assume that we're Negro, we're Black, we're colored, we're West Indian, some slave brand. So the purpose of the nationality card is to have proof, that you're not these things. So when people start talking about, well, I gave my nationality card and then it didn't work or whatever like that, that's not because the card didn't work. That's not because something's wrong with the card. It didn't work because everybody's going on the assumption that we are what these colonists say that we are. So you see a guy walking around and he has a toolbox, right? You got a toolbox. He's walking around with a toolbox. And then you're going to go stand in the middle of the street and stop the bus driver and ask the bus driver, hey, what's that guy do over there with the toolbox? And then bus driver is going to assume, well, if he has a toolbox, there's probably tools in there, so maybe he's a carpenter. Maybe he's a plumber. Maybe he's a whatever. And then you're going with what the bus driver said. Nationality card is the guy with the tools coming up to you, opening up the toolbox and letting you know what's in the toolbox. So you can know. So you can know. Not so you can assume. So the pattern in dealing with our people has been, our identity is based on assumption. Our identity is based on how someone feels or how somebody's been socially engineered to think that that's the reality. So for example, last week, had to go pick up a package at the post office. Show ID when you gotta pick up the parcel at the post office. Put down nationality card. Well, we can't accept this because this is not issued by the government of Canada or whatever like that. Now, these are two immigrants. These are two people with accents from some country in the East who Noble Drew Ali said, your brothers from the East are going to come save you. Don't rely on that wholly, because some of these brothers from the East are here to enslave you, just like this European is here to enslave you. So they said, well, do you have any other ID that's issued by Canada? You know, do you have a license, passport, health card, anything else? Oh yeah, I got a health card. Nah, your health card's right there. Now, the health card here has no address on it, just a name and a picture. When you go get mail at the post office, the address has to match the stuff that you're picking up. Why is it that they kept going on? Oh no, we can't accept this because this is American. This is not Canadian. Where's Canada? Right at this time, you know what I mean? There's probably like 10 people in line or whatever. Where's Canada? We can't accept this. No, you just said that this is Canada and my ID is from America. Where's Canada? Isn't Canada North America? No, Canada's not North America. I'm like, okay, you know what? At that point, I was done, right? Like, what's your name? Is your name John or Jeffrey or Franklin or something like that? You have a name from your country, right? Yeah. All right. Are you from this land? No. All right. So you can't tell me who the indigenous people are here. You're not even from here. Well, we can't accept. I'm not having any conversations with you about this. Here's my ID. Go in the back, get my package, and bring it out here. You could take a photocopy of it. You could do whatever you want. But I'm leaving here with my package. Well, we can't do that because we don't accept. I never asked you what you accept or what you don't accept. You're a foreigner. You're not from here. You can't tell me who the indigenous people are here. I'm telling you I'm indigenous. I'm telling you this is my indigenous ID, and you're going to go get my package. Well, let me go get the manager. Manager comes out. Another foreigner. Another foreigner. Now he's trying to push the clerk's same position. That, oh no, that's not a real ID. It has to come from Canada or whatever. I'm like, listen, let me tell you something. I will jump over this desk and go get my package myself if you don't want to go get my package. Here's the ID. Get my package from the back. I didn't work all day, travel halfway across here so that you can give me a hard time or whatever. Finally goes back, gets the package. So get back to the domicile and I call up the people, Canada Post. Call up Canada Post, filed the complaint, right? Complaint number 0153498227. Dear customer, we wish to inform you that all of the necessary actions in connection with your Canada Post customer service ticket has been completed and the ticket has been closed. So the request to them was that these people, these foreigners that you have working, they don't know anything about indigenous culture here. So you better go train them so that they can know about indigenous culture. And two, Don't send any of my packages to this store again, because when I go there next time and they give me a problem, I'm going to strangle somebody. Oh, sir, you don't have to get violent or whatever. Like, no, I have to get violent because these people are foreigners. And how dare they try to tell indigenous people who it is that they are? Oh, well, we're sorry about that. We're going to make sure nothing goes there ever again. You could go to this post office from now on. Now, the other post office, been going to that post office for years, showing nationality card, tax exempt, no issues with them. Whether it's Asiatic, European, foreigner, doesn't matter. So when we're talking about nationality card and us being Moors and proclaiming our nationality, the identity card is proof of who you are. And if you've noticed, all they're doing is bringing immigrants in here. What do you think they're bringing immigrants in here to do? To block you. What do you think they're bringing immigrants in here? To take your jobs. Why do you think niggers still live in the hoods and all that stuff, and they're still on welfare and they can't find housing and all this stuff, and then foreigners are here and they're getting 50 million? Because the assumption is that niggers are useless. So you better have something to prove, not just to all these people out here, but to all the foreigners that are here, to all the indigenous whoever's are here, because the indigenous people are going to play games with you too, and talking about your Cherokee and this is Turtle Island and all that stuff, right? Same BS that they're pulling about Canada's not part of North America. You have these idiots who call themselves indigenous talking about a continent as an island. That's incompetence. If somebody's telling you a continent is Turtle Island, that's incompetence, because a continent is not an island. Better they say turtle continent. I'll ride with them faster they say turtle continent. But you think any of them are going to correct that? No, they're not. Why? Because they're incompetent. These are the grass skirt, bone in the nose, shooting arrows in the bushes at squirrels people. They never even left this continent. Who are the navigators of the seven seas? Some indigenous people or Moors? So, no, without a shadow of a doubt, that when Noble Drew Ali issued nationality cards to all these Moors and told these Moors, if you don't do anything else, declare your nationality. If you don't do anything else, declare your nationality. And then he told the Moors, stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. That was back then. This now is not back then. These Europeans are stealing your birthright in your face. So you better have your nationality card, your nationality paperwork, something to prove to these people who it is that you are. Because if you can't prove who you are, they're going to assume that you're Negro, Black, colored, African, and they're going to treat you accordingly. Not just modern Europeans who are foreigners, but all these other immigrants who are coming over here under the guise of this is their land now, this is their home. Now they can call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. Don't be fooled. No, without a shadow of a doubt, there's a reason why Noble Drew Ali was issuing nationality cards. No, without a shadow of a doubt, that there's a reason why Nation of Islam stopped giving out nationality cards and stopped wearing fezzes. Stop calling people El Bede, Al, and Ali. They stopped doing that to keep the slave game going. And once the slave game's going, you're done for. Once the slave game's going, you're done for. And it matters not. It matters not that you put down your nationality card and they didn't accept it, and then now, oh my gosh, we're huffing and puffing because they didn't accept it or whatever like that. It's not about them accepting it or not. This is divine and national. So you putting down your nationality card to prove who you are is a divine act. It's a divine act. Right? What did Prophet's nationality card say? Did Prophet even have a nationality card? Did Jesus have ID? Did Muhammad have ID? You know, Prophet need no ID. That's the Prophet. They're backed by Allah. They're backed by Allah. Prophets don't need nationality cards or ID cards, because they're gonna get their way. They don't need to prove anything. We're the ones who have to prove something. We're the ones who are dumb nigger. Right? What did the card that Prophet issued say? I don't even know what the card Prophet issued said, because I ain't never seen no nationality card from 1913 to 1929. I never seen that card. All I could go on is what we've seen, what we were shown, what we were given. And it tells us about honoring all divine prophets. It tells us about this is our nationality and identification card. But who knows what the card that the Prophet issued said? Because ain't nobody showing me no card from 1929 yet. And if anybody out there knows somebody who has a nationality card from 1929 before Noble Drew Ali transition, tell them put it on the record so everybody could see what the card said. I bet you they won't. And then if they're going to show you a card from 1929, then tell them to bring the audios and bring the videos and all that stuff too. If they wanna go there. Right? What we do know is that Noble Drew Ali issued nationality cards. We know that. What we do know is that Temple didn't make Noble Drew Ali a Moor, because which temple did he go to proclaim his nationality? So we know nationality is the order of the day, because nationality been around before Noble Drew Ali. He ain't a founder of nationality. Nationality been around. People been had national names. Free national names. And what did he do? He came to us because we needed him the most, because we were the ones who were dumb nigger. Everybody else had nationality. Everybody else had nationality. Can you show proof that Prophet Noble Drew Ali attended the 1928 Pan American Summit Conference? We don't need to show proof that he attended no conference. No proof needed to show. He's Noble Drew Ali. He's the prophet of the Moors in the Americas. He's the prophet of the Moors in the Americas. Whether they want to accept that or not, that's up to them. But we know that there was a prophet called Noble Drew Ali. We know that for a fact because we have pictures to show that there was a Noble Drew Ali. And that's all we need to know that Noble Drew Ali is on point, because we can see that he existed, and we could see all those Moors in the convention pictures to know that there were some people who took Noble Drew Ali's message and they were behind him 100%. 100%. They were behind him. So we don't need to see nationality card. We don't need to see the convention minutes. We don't need to see any of that. All we got to do is look at them convention pictures and ask yourself, how come all these other people are following Noble Drew Ali and taking his message serious? Obviously, he was onto something if he's going to have 30,000 people in his temple following him. Obviously. And the fact that we're here right now with El Beideh Al-Ali and standing up for our nationality and our birthrights and honoring our prophet Noble Drew Ali is all that anybody needs to know, that he was right and on point. That's all we need to know. Any Moor who proclaim their nationality, they know Noble Drew Ali is the man. It ain't no question. There's no question. Any Moor who proclaim their nationality and they got El Beideh Al-Ali and they know that they're Moorish American, they know that they're descendants of Moroccans born in America, that's all that this matters to. This doesn't matter to the naysayers. This doesn't matter to the traitors. This doesn't matter to the sellouts. This doesn't matter to the Negro, black, colored who want to stay in the dead status. This doesn't matter to anybody but the ones who are with Noble Drew Ali 100%. This is the only people that matter relative to this info. And the ones who want to be here. The ones who want to find out the truth about their nationality. But nobody else matters. Asians, Chinese, Hindus, whoever, they don't matter. The only ones that matter with regard to this are the ones who know who Noble Drew Ali is, know that Allah sent him to save them, and that they're taking what Noble Drew Ali brought and they're going to do what he said, save themselves. Those are the only ones that matter. All the haters and the trolls and anybody else who's talking crazy about Noble Drew Ali, they don't matter. Why would they matter? They mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're just lips flapping. That's all. What they say doesn't mean a goddamn thing to anybody who knows the truth. They can take it however it is that they want it. Oh, it's not real. Oh, the Moors are this and that, and oh, the sovereign citizen, and whatever. They can play the game all they want. Like we say, our timeline is 2008. And we're still here. 2023. Still here. Still have a temple here. Still have members paying their dues religiously. Still got lives going on, teaching people the truth about their nationality and birthrights. Still got people emailing questions. Still got Moors who know the truth about their nationality and birthrights standing up on this at the risk of getting kidnapped, getting murdered by highwaymen. Doesn't matter. They're still saying that they're Moors. Get kidnapped and get out. They're still saying that they're Moors. What more proof I need? If this Moor is gonna get kidnapped, and then he's gonna come out and still say that he's a Moor, then something must be up with this. This must be something. If the nigger's gonna go sell drugs or go murder somebody and get out and go murder somebody again, that you know how real they are, right? So what's the difference? What's the difference with this? What's the difference? There ain't no difference. Same concept. So when you embrace what it is that Noble Drew Ali brought for you, and you study it and you apply it, nobody can tell you jack about this. There's nothing that anybody could tell you to get you off your square. Nothing. I don't care what they bring up. If you really studied, and you really applied this, you're personal. We're not talking about you heard somebody or somebody said, or you were with a Moor, and we're talking about you as an individual Moor, and you have your own nationality card. You have your own paperwork. You sat there for 3 days writing your own writ that you sent to whoever. Once you've done it for yourself, no one is going to move you off your square. But that's why Drew Ali said, to the death, you have to defend this if you're really down with it. You would put your life up to defend Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish movement and the Moorish nation and every Moorish American who you know is a Moorish American. You put your life up to defend them. And many people aren't willing to go that far. Many aren't willing to take the abuse. Right? Like we say, we always ask, if this is such a fake thing, if this is not real, right? If this is not real, how come nobody's asking where are all the people who were going at Kudrow from 2008 to now? Where are they at? How come Kudrow's still here, still saying that he's a Moor, still riding for the Moorish Americans worldwide, still riding for Noble Drew Ali, hands down, no questions asked, still throwing out Garvey's name, still repping red flag, 5-point green star, but all these people who are talking crazy, want to debate, want to do this, want to do that, change their name, change their organization name 50 times. How come nobody's questioning them? How come nobody's questioning them? How come Grand Sheik Nature Al Bay is still around? Still. All this fake stuff. All these fakers out here. Why? You think this is not real? "2004, Grand Sheik Nature sued Asbury Park. 2004. He's still here. Think Asbury Park's bothering him? Bother him for what? Because they know he's real. They know he's a real Moor. He's not one of these faker Moors out here. He's not one of these need a benefit Moors to be a Moor. And again, majority of Moors who really study know that this is divine before it's national. So we don't got anything to lose. What we got to lose? We have absolutely nothing to lose. We got our nationality and our birthrights. This is why, again, Noble Drew Ali told the Moors, only a handful is going to be saved. The meek will inherit the earth. The meek are the humble. You know how many humble people there are? Very few. Majority of people have an ego that they can't control. Majority of people want to be the man. Only the humble. When's the last time you held a door for somebody? When the last time you went and carried somebody's bags that you seen struggling? When's the last time somebody said, yo, could I borrow $1? And you gave them $2? When's the last time you hugged your mom and said, I love her? The humble. When's the last time you did something for your mate without getting something in return? The humble. Those are the only ones that's going to make it. The ones who can suppress their lower self. Oh, here's a good one. When's the last time you sat down with your heir and had a conversation with them about how they're doing? Or you just let the crazy baby mama do all the stuff, or the crazy baby daddy do all the stuff, and you're not doing anything? And if you don't have your mom or your dad, when's the last time you talked to her or him in the spirit realm? How humble are you? When's the last time somebody who you know that transition visited you in your dream? So this is a reality. People might not want to accept that it's a reality, but nationality is a reality. Many people aren't ready to accept that. And we, as Moors, we know that many people aren't ready to accept that. You know, that's why they throw so much shade at Moors. All right. Speaking about humble, let's get back to the questions that we answer for free. We don't need any consultation fees or any of that stuff. All right. This is what we just do. Right, Moors all over the country. Moors all over the country are sending questions from other Moors who they know, their own questions, and we got to deal with that, because this is about humility. This is not about making a name for yourself. This is about uplifting fallen humanity and helping those that are less fortunate. All right. When's the last time you told a bum, you know what? I'm not giving you no change. What do you want? You need some food? Come, let's go to the store. Let's go buy something. Let me go buy you something to eat. Forget giving you change. Give you change to go buy crack. Come get something to eat. You'll see who's really a bum. As soon as they, oh nah, I'm not really hungry. What do you mean you're not hungry? What do you mean you're not hungry? Right? It's about humility. It's about uplifting fallen humanity. And this is what it's about. Right? And again, the dumbest question is the ones that don't get asked. That's the dumbest question. The ones that don't get asked. Crazy how the questions are always in line with what's going on. Right? I've heard others speak on the state of hip hop. What are your thoughts? Well, I'll say this. First of all, what people are looking at today and they're saying the state of hip hop, and then they're showing you all these whores and all these niggers and all that stuff and saying hip hop, that's not hip hop, first of all. Right? That's some BS. Second of all, since this is the 50th anniversary, 50-year anniversary of hip hop, which hip hop, go get Hip Hop Decoded by the Black Dot. Go get his book. If you never heard of it or never read it or whatever like that, you need to get that ASAP to get yourself schooled on hip hop and the elements and all that stuff, because the stuff that they're showing you today is not hip hop. I don't care what anybody says. But since this is the 50-year anniversary, we're going to say this. Supreme honors to the foundation. The foundation being the ones who laid the groundwork for this to be what it is. Honors to the foundation of hip hop, because without them, there would be none of this BS that you see today that they're disguising as hip hop or whatever. Honors to the Paid in Full Foundation, because the Paid in Full Foundation has created a mission of making sure that the most impactful, original, foundational artists get something for the work that they put in. And Nas, Steve Stout, some other people took it upon themselves to put some funds together so that the foundation could get their acknowledgement and recognition that they've never gotten. So know that if they're claiming that they're hip hop and they made their fortunes, they made their gazillions off of this global genre that used to be just some little borough thing, that now this thing is all over the world in commercials and all that stuff. Everybody's doing some type of hip hop thing now, right? If they really are true to what hip hop is, they're going to go take half of whatever they made and they're going to go donate it to the Paid in Full Foundation, so that all the people who are foundation could have their little retirement check, retirement plan, retirement whatever, out of honors for them and what they did. And if they're not about that, FOH to these people, they're not down with anything hip hop or whatever. They're just here to cause confusion and keep the masses dumb, right? Keep the masses dumb. So what some people would consider one of the greatest, Rakim, is getting his honors, and some people who say one of the greatest storytellers, Scarface, is getting their honors and getting their check, getting their award, getting whatever it is that they're going to be getting from the Paid in Full Foundation. And it starts with those two, and hopefully they go through the line, and everybody before let's say 1990, everybody before 1990, over the next few years, hopefully these people give their gazillion, instead of going and buying 5 jets and all that stuff, that they go give their finance to the Paid in Full Foundation. So all these old school artists, even ones who are transition, who we know their families not getting anything, right? Whether because record companies which are run by Zionists or whatever like that rob them or whatever the case is, just so that these people could get their whatever it is that they're owed. Because there should be nobody who's not in these. There should be nobody who is not foundational hip hop that's running all these labels and whatever that has to do with hip hop right now. All those stuff should be running by the old school people. Everything. Even if it's just for them to sit there in their wheelchair and just have their name CEO on the board, and they're not doing anything. So the acknowledgement. When we're talking about hip hop, it's about the foundation. And if you go check Country Hall of Fame, they honor theirs. You got a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they honor theirs. Everybody honors theirs except hip hop. Everybody honors their foundation. You talk to the Christians, they tell you, honor thy father and mother, the Bible said, and all that stuff. Only hip hop, they're going to play the games and not give honors to where they come from. Right? None of these new school, millennial, whoever's should be even getting paid. All their going gold and awards and whatever that they get should be all given to the foundation and catch them up today, because they're owed back pay for all the sacrifice that they made. All the sacrifice that they made, they should be getting back pay. Same thing with the NBA, whoever's. Right? All these people making 500 million for 1 year and all that stuff. Half their stuff should be going to the people before them. The nobodies who nobody knows about, who should be called GOAT and all that nobody's even mentioning them. We give honors to hip hop, because a lot of us, hip hop saved our life. Right? Hip hop taught us about know thyself. Hip hop taught us about conscious. Hip hop taught us about code of the streets. A lot of us. Hip-hop saved our life. Not gave us some finance or whatever like that, made us rich or anything like that. The message and the music saved us. So hip-hop's owed a debt. Huge debt. And all these new school people are the ones who should be paying the debt. And we'll see if they're going to go support. Just like they're going to go spend 50 million on a chain and have walk-in closet as big as some people's apartment and all that stuff to wear something once and then never wear it again. All this crap that they're doing, calling that hip-hop, we'll see what they do. And then if they don't, then it is what it is. It's already gone to shit. If you look at what's going on with the music right now, it's already gone to shit. But that's not hip hop though. So make sure that you put a wedge in it, so you know that that's not the real deal. Right? And then what they would do is that they would go down all the elements, right? So all the foundation B-boys, B-girls, break dancers, they're gonna have their fund. And then all the MCs, whatever, and then they're gonna have their fund. And all the DJs, and then they're gonna have their fund. And all the graffiti and the foundation graffiti people, and they're gonna have their fund. That everybody's gonna get their acknowledgement. Not just gonna get some award, but they're gonna get a check, at least $1 million, for the work that they put in. And with all these gazillionaires that came out of the music industry, it should be no issue. It should be no issue to have enough funds. This stuff should be overflowing with finance for them to give some acknowledgement to the foundation in all the different elements. If they're talking about they rep some hip hop and they love hip hop and they support the culture and all that stuff. But time will tell. But they started, you know what I mean? So honors to those who are involved, with honors to those who are involved with the Paid in Full Foundation, and at least taking some steps in the direction of acknowledging the greats for their sacrifices that they made for us to be here twerking and doing all the other BS that we're doing, making gazillions off of it under the name or under the guise that this is some hip hop or something. Honors to those people. But yeah, we're still listening to all the old school. We don't listen to none of this BS. We only listen to Moorish MCs and old school, and that's it. We don't listen to any of this BS that they got out here right now, unless it's somebody old school putting something out. We're not even going there. Not even going there. Right. I've heard you mention studying Noble Drew Ali for clarification. Clarification of what exactly? So when you study what Noble Drew Ali presented, it would clarify to you who is for the Moorish nation and who is against it. Because Noble Drew Ali wasn't shy when he called out all the traitors and the sellouts. Noble Drew Ali wasn't shy when he told you who the traitors were. If he told you you're not Negro, black, colored, you're Moors, then anybody who's telling you that you're anything other than Moors, they're probably a sellout and a traitor. Take that as a lesson. If Noble Drew Ali told the Moors uplifting fallen humanity, and then you're seeing everybody charging humanity for something, and everybody wants to rape humanity, and everybody wants to pull off humanity's skirt and all that, take that as clarification. And going back to what we were saying earlier, once you study what he brought, you would be able to see the real from the fake. And that's just with his stuff. 101 questionnaire, Moorish literature. 101 questionnaire, Moorish literature, Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Divine Constitution and Bylaws, Additional Laws, Oral Statements of Noble Drew Ali, Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood. You'll be all right with that. Yeah, but I need the I don't care if you got court tomorrow. If you didn't get into that issue as a Moor, you don't worry about court tomorrow. You study what Noble Drew Ali brought you. Let the dead bury the dead. You don't worry about you got to go do something tomorrow, and you need to get your ID card tomorrow so that you can do whatever as a Moor. If you still have mind of a nigger, nationality card is useless. When you study Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood, you're going to find out about Yeshua's works and life in Egypt and India. You're going to find out about Yeshua's works and life at the age of 7, at the age of 10. You're going to hear about Yeshua's talkings with the rabbis about the 10 Commandments. You're going to hear about Yeshua's opening address to the 7 sages and him meditating for 7 days. When you go study the Moorish Quran that Noble Drew Ali brought to you, you're going to find out about instructions from Noble Drew Ali. You're going to find out about holy instructions. You're going to find out about marriage instructions. You're going to find out about your holy covenant. You're going to find out about the origin of Christianity. You're going to find out about the origin of the Asiatic nations. This is just studying what Noble Drew Ali brought. And then when you study that, you will be clear. If you're not clear after studying what Noble Drew Ali brought, you have mental issues. Because Noble Drew Ali didn't make some 500-page whatever. All the literature is small, so that it's easy to digest. What Noble Drew Ali presented for the Moors to learn the truth about their nationality and birthrights is small, so that it's easy to digest. It's not going to take you forever to figure this stuff out. What the problem that people have is that they're so bombarded with all the other stuff that they think Noble Drew Ali stuff isn't important. So they read that when they want, when they feel like. When Noble Drew Ali said that, hey, what I brought you could be called as a matter of defense at any time. Right? If you go to the Quran, for example, the best example, my favorite is Ministry of Death, because everybody deals with people who die. Right? Everybody deals with people who die. You take that Ministry of Death lesson, and you can use that to help anybody dealing with death. And everybody deals with death, whether it's death of their cat, death of their parakeet, death of their grandma, death of their uncle, death of their best friend, whatever. Everybody deals with death. You tell me Drew Ali's not universal if he gave you a lesson on death to know how to deal with it? At Canaanland Moors, what do you think about the treaties entered with the Almorak Sharifan Empire and the United States of America in Congress assembled? Considering that the people that we're dealing with right now are not United States of America and they don't care about any treaty and any stuff like that, all that stuff is irrelevant. We're going with Noble Drew Ali before any of that stuff. Because they're not about enforcing anything called treaties. Because they're a corpse. They're a fraud. They're imposters. What did Drew Ali say? For us to be ourselves. We're no Sharifian empire. We're right now. We're 2023 right now. Yeah, for history's sake, yeah, you can go study those treaties for sure, for history. But you talk about some application right now, that stuff ain't doing nothing for anybody. Because these people are not United States of America. They're U.S. Corporation. They're Inquisition. They're the Zionists. And they're all about guzzling blood. That's all they're about. They're all about drinking blood. They have blood running down their neck and all that stuff. Salivating. And unless you're in that realm with them, unless you're going in that realm with them, let those people go drink their blood. I'm not into drinking blood and all that stuff. I'm not. Right? Again, this is divine before it's national. I'm waiting for my turn to get the hell out of here because I already know I'm not coming back here. I already know what's up. I figured it out. It's not about any attachments here. It's about next level and onward. It's not about, coming out of womb again and then, oh my gosh, I'm here again. I did that in this life. And I figured it out. Man is mind. The physical is not where it's at. So I get it with the treaties and Article 6 of the Constitution and Article 3 of the Constitution and all that stuff. I get it. Article 4, and this is a Republican form, but all these people do is keep saying democracy. When you're going to realize that they're playing you. And that the demon seed has taken over. Protocols of Zion in full effect right now. The Zionists have taken over, if you didn't notice. You think these people are just murdering Palestinians and murdering our people in the street because they're lawful? They're not lawful. And again, all these Moors wanted to recreate the wheel when Noble Drew Ali made the foolproof wheel. Nationality is the order of the day. get with some other Moors who are doing work, and let's get some stuff done as Moors for ourselves and our posterity, because ain't no one coming to save us. Right? We already put our complaints in with the UN and all that stuff. They're not even trying to hear any arguments. Not because they don't want to hear arguments, because they're not the people who we thought they were. We've been played. And they're going to keep playing anybody who they can play. If we can say, I'm not Negro, black, colored, I'm a Moor, and we're going to get fought. We're going to get fought to the death, stress you the hell out, have your wife leave you and all that stuff because you're standing on some nationality and birthrights. But a boy could say he's a girl and there's no problem. They just said, we just posted a thing on Facebook, on IG earlier about some people saying that they're dogs or something like that, and they're howling. They dress up in a dog costume and they could be a dog, and that's no problem. People applauding them for standing up for the truth and for who they are. Well, if they feel like they're a dog, then I guess that's who they are. A dog's not a who. A dog's a what? What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean a dog is who? Dog who? Since when is a dog a who? Which again, all these things are supposed to be signs to let you know that this stuff is over. Don't be thinking about law and oh, these people are gonna do right and all that stuff. It ain't happening. They're not going by any treaties or anything like that. But I think Drew Ali said they have to look death in the face. Which is why it's high tide for Moors right now. You better know how to navigate. You better know how to navigate. You better know about the truth about who you are. Knowing the truth about who you are. That's what's gonna free us. Why? Because knowing the truth about who we are is divine before it's national. Too many people have left divine for physical. So they're already done for, because divine's not gonna back them when they fall on their face or whatever. Divine's not gonna back them. Like, divine is not going to back them because they strayed from their forefathers and foremothers who were divine beings. You think our foremothers and forefathers were some physical whatever? If they were levitating and moving 50-ton bricks with their mind and all that stuff? Now, use discernment. We're not saying that, because the body ain't shit, you're gonna throw it off a bridge. Don't go overboard. We're saying the sequence of events. Look at things divine first. You'll get further. So even when you go back to the thing of treaties, when you look at these treaties, all these individuals who wrote these treaties that we say, oh yeah, their ancestors set up treaties, the Europeans, what type of life were they living? Were they living divine, or were treaties some physical stuff that they were doing to escape from dealing with the divine because they know that they weren't ready for that? They know they weren't ready. They know they were past that. Whether they didn't have enough honor, whether they were, not capable, right? You think all these Marvel movies and stuff like that with Asiatics in them is they're just telling that for fluke right now? They know who we are. They know man is not the flesh, especially the Asiatic man. Why do you think all these what's the other one there? There's another one with another one of these superhero whatever shows, and then all the main characters are Asiatics. You don't realize what's going on? Yeah, he's still blind. Oh, no, that's just a TV show. Oh, all right, all right, all right. All these cartoons with fezzes on and all them whatever like that. Your children sitting there pointing out, look my fez and all that stuff, and you're looking at them like they don't know what they're talking about. If Al-Marak provided a contract to do business on American soil, there is recourse. If there was recourse, these Europeans wouldn't be here right now doing what they're doing. Obviously, there's no recourse. This is the problem. Why is there no recourse? Because the Al-Moroccans want to be Negro black colored. And you ain't getting anywhere with 5 Moors going to file some lawsuit against some modern Europeans. It ain't happening with 5 Moors. Which is why Noble Drew Ali told these Moors in the 20s, uplift fallen humanity. But they didn't do that. They rather sell out. And then now we're talking about, yeah, well, the Al-Moroccans, all they got to do is, the Al-Moroccans been doing that. You think Moors haven't sued these people? In ample amounts of Moors sued U.S. Corps. And what they do? They find their boy who's a judge to say, nah, we're not dismiss this. Dismiss this as frivolous lawsuit. And then no other Moors have stepped up to show that they've gotten remedy. It doesn't take 80 years to figure out what Noble Drew Ali, maybe for those dumb people in Noble Drew Ali's time, maybe for those dumb people back there, but for us, internet and all that stuff, it ain't taking no 80 years to figure out what Drew Ali brought. You find that stuff out tomorrow. And what Noble Drew Ali brought was your nationality, your birthrights, be yourself. That's all. Our problem is that there's not enough of us that know the truth about our nationality, birthrights, being ourselves, because majority of our people want to be dumb nigger. You ever hear Chinese debating with the people who want to be yellow, and then Chinese trying to convince some people that they're not yellow or whatever? Never have you heard some other nation claim that there's some of their people who don't know who they are, and they're the 85%, and then we're the 5%, and then we're trying to wake up our people. You never heard that from any other people. Only our people. Only our people. No other nation do you hear talk like that. And then look how those nations are doing. Right? Let's just say Asians. Let's say the Asian. Look, name me 3 Asian nations. Find me a group of Asians that call themselves yellow people. Bet you won't find any. And I never said it takes everyone. I said it takes more than what we have. Because keep in mind, when we say what we have, the ones who know that we're Moors, half of them are sellouts. So we're not even talking about Negro black colors. Let's leave them out of it. Let's just talk about people who know that they're Moors. Right? Let's just talk about them only. Out of all the people who know that we're Moors, right? Half or more than them are sellouts, opportunists, traders, charlatans, pervs, whatever. So when Drew Ali said there's going to be a handful saved, you think saved is on the earth plane? Saved is not on the earth plane. Saved is divine. Saved means you're going to leave here and then not have to come back here. That's saved. There is a worldwide campaign to disenfranchise the Aboriginal. There's been a worldwide campaign to disenfranchise the Aboriginal, and even the Aboriginals don't want a nationality, and they have UN drip and American drip to tell them that they have a right to a nationality, and they still don't want one. They're still playing tribal games. They're still playing tribal games, and they have a right to a nationality according to the UN, and they're going to say United Nations Declaration of the Rights, we have right to self-determination because the UN, and then they're going to go call themselves Cherokee. Like a big dummy when they have a right to a nationality. Well, we don't have to have a nationality. We can say that we're Cherokee. Yeah, but you just said you have a right to self-determination. So if you have a right to self-determination and you have a right to nationality, then why are you claiming a tribe as your identity? Doesn't make sense. Nationality is not statutory. Nationality is not statutory. Who said nationality is statutory? Nationality is statutory? Since when? You know, nationality is statutory. That's international law, that you have a right to a nationality. That's not opinion. That's international law. Whether it's children, whether it's human beings, whether it's indigenous people, everybody has the right to a nationality. Noble Drew Ali said, proclaim your nationality. Oh no, they don't want to have nationality. They want to keep playing adjective, continent, hairstyle, or whatever games. And then want to know, well, we have recourse. We have remedy. No, you don't. What recourse and remedy? How? You go into your own court to sue these people? Or you go into the colonist court? You find me the indigenous court. I bet you the indigenous court was created by the colonists. I bet you. I bet you the indigenous court was created by the colonists. I bet you the International Criminal Court was created by colonists. I bet you. So if colonists created the International Criminal Court, you think they're going to let your suit for international war crimes go in there? Why do you think the Zionists are doing what they're doing to Palestine right now? Because that's Canaan. They should be saying that they're Canaanites. They want to be Palestinian? No problem. They're going to get Negro black colored treatment, just like the niggers in America. Because if they don't want to honor their foremothers and forefathers, then their days are going to be short on the earth plane. Is that not so? Moors are the only ones holding this stuff together because we're honoring our foremothers and forefathers, so we're being looked out for. Other than Mansour Balbay, I don't know any more got murdered by police out here. And then they only murdered him because they thought he was nigger, because he looked like a nigger when they murdered him. Only later they found out that he was a Moor. And yeah, it's frustrating. You should be frustrated, but don't come on Canaanland Moors and take it out on us. Go talk to all these traders out here who are doing nothing with this international law that we have. Don't debate Canaanland Moors. Don't challenge Kudroel, because I put in my work. Go challenge all the traders out here, all the people who don't have a nationality and are playing Negro black colored games. Go on all their platforms in their chat and talk to them about international law and all that stuff. Right? No, you can't chat with the gods who know. The gods who know, we're doing what, like I'm saying, if you go through all this chat right here, all these Moors in here, all their children are getting A's, A pluses, B pluses, and there's no issue. There's no issue. They got their home, they got their farm in the back, they got their piece of land that they just bought. They're happy. The Moors don't have any issues. These Moors not trying to go sue United States Corporation and all that stuff for what? They're a corpse. What they got to do with me? I'm here living my life. I ain't concerned with them. If they're not bothering me, I ain't got nothing to say to them. They're not bothering me. This is the problem. Right? The Moors who are doing good, get with those Moors, help them do some greater good. Not try to convince them that, oh yeah, we should do this, we should do that. No, Moor's life is good. If Moor's life is shit, then I could see, okay, yeah, let me go chat with some Moors and get these Moors out the shithole or whatever like that. None of these Moors in here's life is shit. These Moors have a home, they got a roof over their head, they go in the fridge right now, they pull out whatever they want to eat. Their favorite dish and all that. Right? But I get it. When you're in a situation when it's just you and all that stuff, you feel like you're all alone and you have this thing figured out and whatever like that. And Moors should hear what you're saying, because no, Moors who've been in this forever, who've been paid their dues and all that stuff, the last thing they're about to listen to is some Moor just came yesterday, try to put them onto something that they already been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Go tell somebody who doesn't know. Go tell somebody who doesn't know. Somebody who doesn't know might want to hear what you're saying. But majority of Moors who've been studying and all that stuff, been there, done that. We already know what's up. Wiped our hands. Wiped our hands. Right? Wiped our hands. Trust me. The Moors who've been studying, the Moors who riding with Noble Drew Ali and all that, they're good. They ain't got any issues. And if they do have issues, they're being rectified. Issues taking them to their grave or anything like that. The real problem is the ones who sold out. You need to go talk to them. The ones who are traders, you need to go in their chat and go talk stuff. The ones who play Negro, black, colored, Indian, whatever games, go in their chat, go convince them of some treaties and whatever. Moors who've been studying, we don't need convincing of that. We don't need convincing of that. Last few questions. Right? Because my thing is that everybody has the way, and they want to put somebody on something, but they can't show me that their way worked yet. You know, everybody got the remedy, and then can't show the remedy. We should whatever. You did that yet? Well, we're trying to get more so we can do. Shut up. Not trying to hear what the hell you're saying. Why do Moors believe United States is a corporation? Moors who have been studying over the years, doing their own research, not somebody told them, not that they heard, not that they whatever. They studied at the feet of the masters. They got reference points. They went and studied. When they went and studied what the masters presented to them, they realized that the masters weren't full of BS. Everything the masters said can be fact checked. And once you fact check it and you study it for yourself and you see it for yourself, you know that this is not just something this individual is saying. This is actual factual proof. So if you go to any Canada U.S. city, they're going to say the corporation of the city of whatever, right? The corporation of the city of whatever. City of whatever corporation. All right. If the city is a corporation, then the state's a corporation. If the state's a corporation, then whatever they're calling the national government ain't no national government. That's a corporation too. Because all the cities are corpses. All the provinces are corpses. All the states are corpses. And all those corpses have corpses within them called Walmart, McDonald's, whatever. If all those things are corpses, then the 1 and 1 equals 2. This stuff is not hard to figure out. So it's not a belief. The Moors believe that anything. Moors know that's what it is. That's just what it is. Right? Were the so-called Indian tribes part of the Moroccan Empire? Noble Ali said that the Moroccan Empire extended from northeast southwest Africa across the Great Atlantis onto the present north-south Central America and the adjoining islands before the earthquake that caused the Great Atlantic Ocean. And then go do your research. And they're going to tell you that Indian was substituted for Moors in the 1600s. And then you're going to do your research and they're going to say that the Delaware Lenape Indians used to have M on their driver's licenses, which meant Moor. And then you do research and they tell you that the Moors, the Indians had a Moors charity school. What was that question again? Were Indians part of the Moroccan Empire? I think so. And all of them sold out. Started playing tribal games. And then as soon as they start playing tribal games, now European has jurisdiction. Because everybody knows that the Americas is the Moroccan Empire. Everybody knows that Indians, Negroes, Blacks, Coloreds, West Indians are all Moors who have been denationalized and are now under the jurisdiction of their captors. Going back again to what we're talking about with making sure that you have a nationality, because Noble Drew Ali knew exactly what he was talking about when he said loudly and boldly, you are not Negro, Black, Colored. You're Moors. And Noble Drew Ali's Cherokee. And never once in any of his literature did he call himself Cherokee because he knew that was a fraud. What is the difference between traditional Islam and Islamism? Islam is I, self, law, and master. Islamism is that old-time religion. The old-time religion is honoring nature, honoring the universe. Honoring the universe is Aboriginal and Indigenous culture. And you go check. All cultures have a group of people who are the foundation of their culture that they honored the stars. Go ask the Dogon tribe. You think all these African dances and all that stuff that they're doing is some African dances? No, that's constellations in motion. You think ancient Egyptians are building pyramids that line up with Orion's belt because they don't honor the universe and that's their religion? That's Islamism. And Islam is I, self, law, and master. Now that traditional Islam stuff that people are talking about, go to the mosque and go pray and wash your hands and feet before you go pray and all that stuff, that's modern. That's not ancient. That's modern. And when they told you, when they show you, oh look, the ancient Egyptians, they were doing salat and all that stuff. No, that's child's pose. That's yoga. Stop the BS. That's yoga. You know, salat. That's yoga. What east are they facing to pray in ancient Egypt when they honored the universe? Nut and Geb and all them. That's Earth honoring nature, and then honoring the universe. Again, once the Aboriginal and Indigenous people lost their mind, then other stuff got put in there, and then they think that that's a reality, right? Just like we're saying, people could be dogs right now, and nobody's going to question it. They're going to let them, oh yeah, he can say that he's a girl. He has a right to say that he's a girl. Or they don't need parental consent to say that they want to take drugs to make their dick fall off or whatever like that, grow breasts. They don't need parental consent for that. That's not civilized society. That sounds like civilized society to you that has a religion? Yeah, that ain't no civilized society that has no religion. What's the difference when Noble Drew Ali mentions you Moors are just plain rich and striving to be rich in today's world? The Noble Drew Ali saying that the Moors were plain rich, going back to what we were saying just now about if you honor nature, you honor mother, if you honor the universe, everything will be handed on to you that you need. You're not going to get more than you need. You're just going to get what you need because that's all you need. Right? Just like these people, you think people who they have a jet and they have a mansion and they have a Olympic-sized swimming pool just for them to swim in means that they're rich? No, that means that they're a glutton. That's one of the 7 deadly sins, gluttony. You have 500 shoes, you only have 2 feet, that's gluttony. That's not you're rich. You're rich is you get to the door, oh my gosh. Oh man, I lost my keys. And then you backtrack your steps and then you find your keys. That's your rich. Your rich is, oh my gosh, I feel like I need somebody to talk to, and then somebody calls you, say, hey, I don't know, I just thought about you, and I just wanted to ask if you're all right, if you needed to talk about something. That's your rich. Right? Did somebody come up to you that, hey, we're just doing this interview, and what's in your bank account right now? And then boop, 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 yeah, I got 50 million. What, think you're rich? That's not your rich. That's you're a glutton. That's you're fat. You're fat. You're a slob. That's what that is. Your rich is, what did you do today? Oh man, I saw the most beautiful sunrise this morning, and the birds were chirping, and the water was flowing, and the water was so clear, and the sun was glistening off the water. And then a squirrel ran up and ate out of my hand because I was eating peanuts. That's rich. So when Juali said that, Moors, you're plain rich. You're plain rich. When he said that you're plain rich, he wasn't talking about some, you're gonna have all this finance and all that stuff. When he was talking about you're plain rich, he was talking about your soul. Did you sell your soul? Do you still have your soul? What do you mean, do I still have my soul? Well, I see you have 50 million in the account or whatever like that. Like, you good? Well, I can just buy. All right. Run away from them people. The rich ones, trust me. Ask Bill and Melina and all them. The rich ones are the ones who, they got an old shirt on, they got some track pants, they don't got some $8 million bag and $50 million sneakers. Those aren't the rich ones. The rich ones are the ones who could go outside without getting struck by lightning. Those are the rich ones. The rich ones are the ones who their family's happy. Their children's running up to them and telling them they love them. I love you, Dad. Thanks, Mom. You're the best mom ever. Those are the rich ones. Don't be fooled. Right? Oh, the metaphysical meaning of work is rich. There you go. Right? Notice it. Mountains of gold will be revealed to the Moors. Yeah, because once you proclaim your nationality, then it's your land. So obviously you're going to have access to all the resources on it, in it, through it. Stuff is not hard, but majority of our people want paper and say that they're rich. They want credit side of the ledger to have all these zeros, but then zeros worth nothing. But then they want, well, I want 500 million. Well, zeros worth zero. So what do you mean? What do you mean you have something when there's only zeros under? It's a lot. Oh yeah, that's a good one. The ones who are rich are the ones who they can look outside and then there's some stuff growing and they can go pick whenever they want. Those ones are rich. The ones who are rich, the ones who these ones are rich. These are some rich ones. You're just plain rich when you could go in the fridge and then you just get the knife and you cut that stuff that you baked and then you put it in the toaster and then it comes out all warm and then you get the little butter, you know what I mean? Or you get the guava jam and you put the guava jam on the bake and then you eating that bacon like this bake that I made is so good. Those are the rich ones. Those are the ones that's rich. Are the Moors of today the same as the Moors of old? Like we said, the best test, right? Are the Moors today the same as the Moors of old? The best test is you just go, you get that convention picture, and then look at the convention picture. And then if you see people, not a person, if you see plural people in the convention picture, remember that's just from 1920. If you see, matter of fact, let's leave the convention picture out of it. Let's go further back. Go pull up all those Moorish paintings. All those Moorish paintings of the Moors chilling, the Moors at the harem, Moors at the gate, Moors in the field, Moors with their mate at the park, Moors with all the paintings of the Moors. Just go pull up paintings of the Moors and go through all those paintings of the Moors. And if you could go through all those paintings and you can find one individual that looks like somebody that you know right now, then you know that the Moors of yesterday are the Moors of today. If you can pull up all the Olmec heads, if you can find an Olmec head and you look at the Olmec head and you put that next to your uncle and you say, hey, you look like an Olmec head, that'll let you know that the Moors of yesterday are the Moors of today. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. %100. We're talking ancient, right? Ancient. If you're doing your research about the Moors, and then you find some book talking about the Moors, anciently the Moors, and they start talking about the Moors and frankincense and myrrh, and then while frankincense and myrrh is burning in your house, right when you're reading that, you're the Moors. You're the Moors here again. If you're reading about the Moors, the history of the Moors, and the bouquets of the Moors, and they start talking about the beautiful flowers the Moors use for the aroma, and they start talking about hibiscus and all that stuff, and then that's your favorite flower, then yeah, you're the Moors. You're the Moors of today. You're the Moors of today. And you were here before. You were here already. If you found out about your nationality and your birthright, you're like, damn, this is amazing. This feels so familiar. You put a turban on and you already know how to wrap it. You don't even know how. You just put it on, just wrap it. And, wow, that turban looks good for the first time. Yeah. Yep. You're a Moor returned, all right. Will you got your questions answered? If not, which I know this is a long shot, because you never come back asking the same questions as last week. So obviously, questions are being answered. So honors to all the Moors who sent in their questions. I know you want to remain anonymous. It's all good. But thank you for your questions. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Don't forget, it's Wednesday night. Don't forget, it's Wednesday night, 7:30. Mother Raz, Brother Minka, going in as usual. Honors to Mizraim El. Don't forget, tomorrow's third Thursday. So we'll see you right here for Sons of Allah. Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think tomorrow we're going to be covering some Noble Drew Ali and his importance tomorrow. So you're definitely going to want to be in tune for that. Among other things, stuff always pops up, and you already know, Miz and I, we always get the best Thursdays. So look out for something tomorrow. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Honors to all the Moors in the chat that gave their input today. I know somebody learned something or will learn something, because I know Moor's been telling me they be getting some jewels out of these chats. So thank you for speaking up. All right. Oh, I just saw this question. How is international law applicable to a nation? How is international law applicable to a nation? The only way international law is applicable to a nation is if the nation is in harmony with international law. The Moorish nation is in harmony with international law. The issue is that the people who are claiming to be international are banksters. They're not international anything. The only international law was when there was a League of Nations. League of Nations been dissolved. Now you're dealing with corpses all around. That's why the Olympics has the 5 rings. And the 5 rings are all the change denominations. So why they keep giving gold, silver, and bronzes out. What do you think they're giving gold, silver, and bronzes out? Because they stole everybody's birthright. Give people those stuff. So when you start talking about exercising international law, the people who you're talking about, just like we say, when you start talking about enforce the Constitution, the people who you're enforcing the Constitution to better be constitutional. If they're not, there's going to be no exercising of constitutional law. They're going to divert. They're going to do everything in their power to push the statutes and the codes and the ordinances and the acts instead of the Constitution. which is what they've been doing ever since Noble Drew Ali got taken out the scene. That's why they had the New Deal and all that stuff, because they weren't constitutional. They're constitutionally, psychopathically inferior. They fear the Constitution because they know that if the Constitution's exercised, then the people can go remove these people for treason and take their government back. And they're not going to have that happen. But again, why would that happen if the people don't even know that they're the people? They think they're Negro, black, colored, and they think that this has nothing to do with them. And they think that their ancestors came over here on some ships or whatever, and they think their ancestors are chocolate and Chippewa and Algonquin and all these fictions. Like I said, we've been to the UN, called them up, whether it's phone, whether it's create an account, set up an account, send in all our evidence that criminal activity is happening in the jurisdiction called Canada. And what they say, oh, we can't do anything until you exhaust all your remedies. How are we going to exhaust all our remedies when the place where we're going to exhaust our remedies were created by the colonists, who international law is supposed to be protecting the indigenous people from these colonists? Which is again why I tell Moors, find yourself some Moors who are doing good and help these Moors do more good. That's your charge right now. Your charge isn't try to go to the UN as 5 Moors. They're not hearing what you're saying. Not only aren't they hearing what you're saying, if they are hearing what you're saying, they're a fraud. So if a fraud is hearing what you're saying, how's that legitimate? If a fraud says, yes, we acknowledge you Moors are the rulers of the planet, does that mean something? What are you going to say? Oh yeah, a fraud told us that we're the greatest people on the planet. You're really going to go around parading that? Stop it. I get it. Yes, it's frustrating. That's why Noble Drew Ali told Moors in the 1920s, this is divine and national. Don't get caught up in national or international BS. It's all about divine. Nationality is divine. Fez is divine. Isn't the Fez a science? Doesn't the top of the Fez mean something? Doesn't the 4 sets of 3 holes, perforations in the Fez, isn't that a science? Isn't the tassel a science? Isn't the wrapping of the turban a science? That's divine, right? So why is it so hard for us to look at this thing as divine and stop getting caught up in this national thing as if there's some national thing going on? There's no national thing going on. I wish there was a national thing going on. But it ain't like that. We're behind. We're behind. Right? We're behind. All right? Because we dropped the ball since Noble Drew Ali. So since Moors dropped the ball since Noble Drew Ali, here we are, having to try to sort this thing out, having to try to figure this thing out. Right? Not saying that you can't go there. Not saying don't go there. We're just saying don't get all puffy and You know, oh yeah, we got internet, we got the treaty right here that we found from our ancient forefathers, and then once we put this on the table, they're gonna. No, they're not. These people are criminals. If the Gaza war isn't proof enough that these people are criminals, then you got issues that you need to deal with. I don't know if it's your mom issues, dad issues, or whatever, but you got issues you got to deal with because so for some reason you don't want to face reality. The reality is our people need this info. If they don't get it, then they're in trouble. Moors, what is jus gentium? I think it's jus gentium. And jus gentium is I think international law or something like that. But I don't speak Latin or anything like that. I just have the law dictionary and, you know, the maxims are in there. But I'm pretty sure it's gentium, gentius or something like that. Gentium. Yeah, national law or international law or something like that. Right. We know all this. You know, more study. We know what's up. The problem is our people don't know what's up. That's why we're supposed to go out there and save them. But if we're not going out there to save them, don't be expecting too much. Because half of them don't want to be saved anyways. So guess what Noble Drew Ali said? Take it and save yourself. Save yourself. Don't about saving anybody. Save yourself. Peace and love to all the Moors. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali, the mastermind. Islam, Moors.
Canaanland storming, hit him with a hit. Oh, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips. We the North American, red lead pink for Pelican. Lead me, horns get no breaks. Filled with all Mexican.
Moors can be from Canada. Canada's a corpse. Canada's a dry drink. Canada's a Supreme Court. You can't be United States here, so you can't be Canadian. Moors are indigenous, not immigrant or alien. Canada's a second cup. Canadians won Stanley Cups. Who said Canada is not North America is a dumb f***? Canada is whiskey and a Crown Royal whiskey. Moors are not Canadian, but we'll go Bill Bixby. Canada has president's choice, also a prime minister. Canada's the lily white north, but acts so sinister. Canada is guilty of denationalization. Canada is not a country, but a corporation. Canada has Ku Klux. Canada has skinheads. Canada would go below zero, make the darkest brother's skin red. Canada's a moose and a triple fat goose. Moors are not Canadian, cause Canada's a spruce. Canada makes best baseball bats and most lentils. Canada has justice of the peace playing judgmental. Moors are not a product. Canada is so corrupt. Chunks of Africa found under America, so shut the f*** up.
Canaanland storming, hit him with a hit. Oh, to listen with your lips. We the North Americans, leave the pink for Pelican. Beat, our horns get no breaks. Filled with all Mexicans. Canaanland storming, hit him with a hit. Oh, to listen with your lips. We the North American, leave the pink for Pelican. Beat, horns got no breaks. Filled with all Mexican.
We the North been here from time before the foreigner drawn lines built to define our boundaries. naturally it's family. We build squads, we build tribes to survive, then to thrive. We alive and been living here. His story partial and unclear. No truth appears. We study more. Certainly builds our foundation core. Information is available, most raw. Some is refined. We may find it all. Responding to the call to activate. Standing tall while watching some deflate. Some mistake the facts and some negate the words we used to state and self-create. Used to make or break documentation. Court cases, proper representation. We're placed in positions to listen. Clocking they emphasize in division. Incisions made on the map surface. Dividing us and ours is a purpose. Now we work this with the info given. Connecting with the others and with you keep living.
Come and storm in. Hit it with a hit. To listen with your lips. Be the North American. Be the pink Pelican. Be my phones get no breaks. Filled with all Mexicans. Come and storm in. Hit it with a hit. To listen with your lips. Be the North American. Be the pink Pelican. Be